Human reproduction. Reproduction can be defined as the production of one or more offsprings by an existing organism. This capacity has enabled the origin and propagation of various forms of life on Earth. Reproduction involving two distinct sexes is the characteristic feature of all forms of life and has played a prominent role in the origin of species and diversity of life by bringing together many characters, giving rise to entirely new organisms. The primary function of sex is to contribute gametes, and the primary sex characters are the gonads, testes in male and ovaries in females. Fertilization is internal and fetus develops inside the uterus of the mother viviparous. Female reproduction system is extremely modified to enable internal fertilization and maintenance of pregnancy. Sperm's formation continues even in old men, but formation of ovaries ceases in volume around the age of 50 years. 3.1. The male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. It includes a pair of testes along with accessory duct glands and the external genitalia. It consists of a pair of testes lodged in an integumentary pouch, the scrotum. Initially, they are abdominal. However, as the development proceeds, they descend down into the scrotum. It has been proved that this adaptation enables regulation of internal temperature of the testes higher than body temperature, which is essential for their normal functioning. In adults, each test is oval in shape, with a length of about 4 to 5 cm and a width about 2 to 3 cm. The testis is covered by a dense covering. Each testis has about 250 compartments called testicular lobules. Each lobule contains 1 to 3 highly somniferous tubules in which sperms are produced. Many such seminiferous tubules after exit again from a complex network of tubular system known as retitestes. Small ducts from retitestes again unite to form a large convoluted duct called as epididymis, in which sperms are stored. Epididymis continues into vas deferens, which carries sperms away from the testes. Vas deferens, after curving back over lower abdominal area, enlarge to form ampulla, in which opens a coil tube with circulated walls. This is the seminal vesicle. It is supposed to perform nutritive function by providing fructose and other nutrients to maintain vitality of sperms. By the union of seminal vesicular ducts and vas deferens, a short canal is formed. It is called as ejaculatory duct, which further unites with the ureter to form a common passage, the urethra, which opens to outside of the body through the penis. Seminiferous tubule is lined on its inside by two types of cells called male germ cells undergo meiotic division, finally leading to sperm formation. Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cells. Outside of seminiferous tubules, called interstitial spaces, contain small blood vessels and interstitial cells or Leydig cells. Leydig cells synthesize and secrete testicular hormones called androgens. Other immunologically competent cells are also present. Two glands, prostate and bulbourethral, Cowper's glands, open into the urethra. They produce mucus that lubricates the urethra to facilitate the ejaculation of sperms during copulation. Secretions of these glands constitute the seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose calcium and certain enzymes. External genital organ in male is penis, through which urethra runs. It is an erectile organ and helps in sperm deposition in the vagina during copulation. Female reproductive system. Female reproductive system is more complex, both structurally and functionally. It consists of a pair of ovaries attached with ligaments to the uterus. The ovary produces female gametes or ova. In close relation to the ovary, oviduct is present. It is a funnel-shaped structure, usually with fimbricated margin. The end serves to pick up the ova liberated from the ovary. The proximal end of oviduct enters into the uterus. The uterus is a muscular bag. The wall of the uterus has 3 layers of tissue. The external thin membranous perimetrium, middle thick layer of smooth muscle, myometrium, and inner glandular layer called endometrium that lines the uterine cavity. The endometrium undergoes cyclical changes during menstrual cycle, while myometrium exhibits strong contraction during the delivery of the baby. Under proper hormonal stimulation, uterine endometrial wall gets modified for the implantation of the fertilized ovum and also form placenta and fetal membrane during intrauterine development of an embryo. Uterus opens into a long tube, the vagina, the opening being guarded by cervix of the uterus, a sphincter that prevents the entry of harmful bacteria and other substances inside it. Vagina serves to receive sperms after copulation. The accessory glands associated with the female reproductive tract are Bartholin's glands opening by ducts at the external genital opening. Associated with the female reproductive system are mammary glands, their function being the nourishment of the young ones during prenatal life. The mammary glands are paired structures, breasts, that contain glandular tissue and variable amount of fat. The glandular tissue of each is divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes containing clusters of cells called alveoli. The alveoli open into mammary tubules. The tubules of each lobe join to form a mammary duct. Ducts join to form a wider mammary ampulla, which is connected to lactiferous duct through which milk is sucked out. The female external genitalia include mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen, and clitoris. The opening of vagina is partially covered by membrane called hymen. The clitoris is a tiny finger-like structure above the urethral opening.